All right, Shalom. This is Paradam of the Great Millstone Houston Camp, back with another lesson to edify the elect of the nation of Israel. The Israelites are the so-called Negroes. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the elects amongst them are the Israelites that will be saved when our Lord Yahushua comes and returns. All right, which starts with 144,000 and the great multitude that's written about in Revelation, the 7th chapter. 144,000 are all men, the prophets, and the great multitude is man, woman, and child that will be saved through faith in the true teachings is coming from the prophets and following the true doctrine, which the true teachings and true doctrine is 100% taught through, starting with our apostles and elders, okay, of the great millstone and all that follow the same doctrine, okay? That's the gospel of salvation. So before I begin, I want to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham, Rachak Wadash. Yahweh is whom the world inwardly called God. Bahasham is in the name. Yahweh Shah is whom the world inwardly called Jesus Christ. Bahasham is in the name, and Rachak Wadash is the Holy Spirit. All right. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of the great millstone, and peace, blessing, and salutation unto the elect of the nation of Israel. All right. So I want to start here in Baruch chapter 2. In this lesson, we'll be going into the Israelites will be saved out of captivity from the hand of their enemies. Okay. Again, the Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the Israelites scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And we will be saved, okay, from our enemies. And the way we are going to be saved is through Yahweh Shai and the angels, okay, coming from the spirit world to the earth, okay, a so-called alien invasion, okay, of whom the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, with a host of angels riding on so-called UFOs, the chariots, to destroy Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, all right, and the other heathen nations that will fight, okay, with their militaries, their heavenly host. All right. So this is Baruch chapter 2 and verse 29. If ye will not hear my voice, surely, I start at verse 28. As thou spakest by thy servant Moses in the day when thou didst command him to write the law before the children of Israel, saying, all right, so the law was given to Moses to give to the children of Israel and no other nation, saying, if you will not hear my voice, surely this great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the heathen, where I will scatter them. So let's go to Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15 to precept that. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thou God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Okay? And as Israelites, we are still in captivity. We are still under the curses for not keeping the commandments, all the commandments of the Most High. All right? Let's get some of the curses. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and 43, Salakia. Deuteronomy 28 and 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get above thee very high. The stranger, also the heathen, okay, or the Gentiles, all right, shall get above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. All right, meaning far as power, we will have no power in our. The strangers will have more power than us. All right, we will be the. Let's go to the next verse. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. Okay, and he shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. Let's get a precept on that. All right. Okay. This is Proverbs 22:7. The rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender. So this is the situation the children of Israel are in to this very day. And this is our last captivity, where we are the poor and Esau is the rich. Okay? And in between you have the heathen nations. So we are at the bottom. All right? We're the tail. Because we are the poor. How we know we're the poor? Because we borrow everything, and everything is lended to us. All right? That makes us servants, slaves, under subjection and captivity, because we have nothing of our own. All right? We have no sovereignty. All right? We don't judge amongst ourselves. We don't have our own money. Okay? We don't have our own land. All right? We don't have our own food. We don't have our own clothes. All right? So let's go back. And it reads, Deuteronomy 28:45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed. And destroyed is when you break the word down, going into being destructured or brought down low. Okay? We have been mentally destroyed. Okay? To the point that we have discontinued from our heritage, not continued in our land and our customs. All right? Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of Yahweh thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes, which he commanded thee. So why is the so-called Negro, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native Americans, which we are all brothers and sisters, why are we consumed by these curses at the bottom and all other nations are above us? Is because we disobeyed and we didn't hearken. We disobeyed our God, Yahweh. All right? So therefore he put all these curses on us. And they shall be for a sign and for a wonder and upon thy seed forever. So you would know the children of Israel by the condition that they are in. Okay? Because they are signs. All right? Because thou servest not Yahweh thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, which is in the Hebrew, lab, which is going into your mind, for the abundance of all things. So Yahweh, he gave us the spiritual superiority, the superiority of the law. He gave us the land, and we wasn't joyful and thankful for the abundance of all things. Okay, he gave us a rich culture. All right, we have everything that we needed, but it was all taken away from us. All right, therefore we don't have the power to make us a great people or to lift ourselves out of this hole that we're in. Okay, it's the Most High that made us great, and the Most High Yahweh through his son Yahweh Shai that brought us low. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which Yahweh shall send against thee, in hunger, in thirst, in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck, until he have destroyed thee. All right, so we will serve our enemy for the want of all things. Everything the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans have, we have to serve our enemy. Okay, our chief enemy being Esau Edom, which Yahweh shall send against thee in hunger. We go for him for food, thirst, water, nakedness, clothes, and in want of all things. He shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck. And who did that? Esau Edom put a yoke of iron on the so-called Negroes' neck, the so-called Latinos' neck, the so-called Native Americans' neck, until he have destroyed thee. So he destroyed our minds. He brought us low as a people. He indoctrinated us. He made us believe in his God. All right, destroyed us. And Yahweh should, well, I jump. All right, I jumped down a couple verses, well, a few verses, down to Deuteronomy 28. And 63. And it shall come to pass that as Yahweh rejoiced over you to do you good and to multiply you, so Yahweh will rejoice over you to destroy you and to bring you to naught. And he and ye shall be plucked from off the land whither thou goest to possess. So we would be not in our land, but in our enemy's territory. Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people, you see? Precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little. It was written in the curses that we as Israelites will be scattered and not in our original land. So our original land is Israel. Okay? But now you have enemies in our land. All right? And you have some Israelites in the land, but we're not there as a nation. Okay? It says, from one end of the earth even to the other. So you have Israelites all around the world. And there thou shalt serve other gods. So our people are serving other gods. The main God that Israel is serving is Jesus Christ. The white Jesus. You got Allah, you got Buddha, you got some jakes that don't serve, they just serve the white man. Okay? The American dream. Alright? Some jakes into Egyptology. Okay? Some jakes into, different things. But serving other gods is the point. Which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. So here in America is not the place of our rest. Anywhere else the Israelites are scattered. But Yahweh shall give thee there a trembling heart, a failing of eyes, and a sorrow of mind. So you will have sorrow of mind. All right? You will suffer from depression, mental illness, having your heart broke, being scared of the judgment from the enemies. And our life shall hang in doubt before thee, especially going back to the times of hardcore slavery. Our lives was hanging in doubt before us. And thou shalt fear day and night, and shall have no assurance of thy life. And we as Israelites went through that as a nation of people. Hardcore. Alright? So let's go back to Baruch chapter 2 and 30. I read 29 again. If ye will not hear my voice, surely this great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the heathen, where I will scatter them. All right. The whole Bible is talking about the Israelites in this story of the Most High making a covenant with his people. They doing right for a time, then they repented. They did right for a time, they fell off. Repent, come back to their power, do right for a time, fall off, to the ways of the other nations, but then they will be rose back up. And this is the last time that cycle is going to happen, that the children of Israel is being put in order before the face of the enemy. Okay, this is the last time. And then we're going to rule forever under Yahweh wa Yahushua. It says, for I knew that they would not hear me because it is a stiff-necked people. Yeah, people are hard-headed, so we're not surprised when they don't believe the gospel. All right. But in the land of their captivity, they shall remember themselves, and that's what's happening. All right. That there was a falling away. Jeremiah 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee. Okay. So we would not continue in the heritage that the Most High Yahweh gave us, which is the land, our nationality. And I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not. That's where we are today. Okay? In the land that our forefathers, they know. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. No America. All right? Whom thou knowest not. It says, I will cause thee to serve thy enemy in a land which thou knowest not. And that's what we're doing. We're serving our enemy in a land that we knew not. And we have made this place, America, great, in all the different places of the world as great. The Israelites are in those lands, making them great because we are being used. Because we're serving our enemies. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. And that just means a long time. Okay? For thus saith Yahweh, cursed be the man that trusted in man and make flesh his arm, whose heart departed from Yahweh. Okay? So, let's go to Hosea. Go to Hosea, let's see, 1 and verse 10. And it says, Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, Ye are not my people. This is in America, where we have been called no people. All right, where we have totally discontinued from knowing that we are Israelites. There it shall be said unto them, You are the sons of the living God. All right, you are Israelites. And who's saying that? The prophets. Then shall the children of Israel and the children of Salakia, then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together and appoint themselves one head, and they shall come up out of the land, for great shall be the day of Jezreel. All right. So the children of Judah and the children of Israel, which represents the southern Judah, the northern kingdom Israel, should be gathered together. This is deliverance, and appoint themselves one head. Okay. Who is the one head? The one head is Yahushua, and under Yahushua, King David. Under King David, you're gonna have the 12 apostles, and then the rest of the elect are going to rule over the kingdom. All right. Under the elect, 144,000 have the rest of the elect in Israel that's going to be born back into the kingdom. All right. And it says, they shall come out of the land. What is that? What is the land? America. For great shall be the day of Jezreel. All right. Let's go to Jeremiah 23. Let's see real quick. And 5. Behold, the days come, said Yahweh, that I will raise unto David a righteous branch, and a king shall reign and prosper. That's Yahushua, and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth. Okay. He's going to establish speedily the law, statutes, and commandments. In his days, Judah shall be saved, and Israel shall dwell safely. And this So this is true salvation. Okay. And this is his name whereby he shall be called, Yahweh our righteousness. Therefore, behold, the days come, future prophecy. Okay, prophecy means to say before. This was going to happen in the near future. Said Yahweh, that they should no more say the children, say Yahweh liveth, Salakia, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, but Yahweh liveth, which brought up and which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country. Okay, the north country is America, and from all the countries whether I have driven them, that's four corners of the earth, and they shall dwell in their own land. And what is our land? The land of Israel, that was given to our forefathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's our inheritance. All right, so let's go back to the let's go back to Baruch chapter 2 and verse 30. It says, for I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people, but in the land of their captivity they shall remember themselves. Okay, so remember themselves also goes into the valley of the dry bones. All right, Revelation 11 and 8 goes into that as well, and different other scriptures. Okay, we have to remember ourselves. Why? Because we discontinue from our heritage. Just think about the movies like that movie with Toby in it. I forget the name of that movie, but our nationality was beat out of us. Okay, it was beat out of us, and then we was given a different philosophy, which we call plantation Christianity. All right, it says, and shall know that I am the Lord their God. So we're going to remember ourselves and know that Yahweh is our God. For I will give them a heart and ears to hear. Okay, and that's understanding of the scriptures. Okay, having a heart and ears to hear. There's understanding of the scriptures, where at times we open the Bible, we didn't understand it. Now the true understanding is out. Okay, and not every Israelite will have the understanding of faith in order to be saved, because the truth is the key to salvation. It says, they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name. That's still coming back to our nationality, waking up from that dead state. Okay, and we will think upon the name, so we will have the name of Yahweh. Okay, we will call upon the name of Yahweh. We will think upon the name. All right, the elect shall praise his holy name. Okay, and different other scriptures prove that we will have the name. It says, in return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the ways of their fathers which sinned before Yahweh. And that's what part of this lesson is going into that. The reason we in this captivity is because our fathers, which we are, sinned, was disobedient. And I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And they shall be lords of it, and I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished. I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their God, and they shall be my people. And I will no more drive my people out of the land. I will no more drive my people of Israel out of the land that I gave them. So when Yahushua comes to deliver his people, we're going to rule forever. Okay? Under Yahushua. Let's get Isaiah chapter 11 and let's see. And 9, they shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain. That's the land, okay? That's the people in the land of Israel. For the earth shall be full of the knowledge of Yahweh as the waters cover the sea. All right? And who's going to push that knowledge? The Israelite men. And in that day there shall be a root of Jesse, which shall stand for an ensign of the people. A root of Jesse, okay, is Yahushua. All right? Who is Jesse's son? David. And Yahushua came out of the loins and the lineage of David. To it shall the Gentiles seek, Who are the Gentiles? The Gentiles are the Israelites that discontinue from their heritage, and his rest shall be glorious.